That's my thing.
I
Well,
fuck
his
with it.
vocabulary fucking y'all up,
I
huh?
fuck with it.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey,
The Broward
Shirley, I
County,
was thinking the same
the
thing,
Broward
dog.
County educational system
That boy
is
just started
perfectly
inserting
fine. God
words.
damn it.
Me
God
and
damn
Fritz
it.
are not.
Plateau,
The
dog.
Me and Fritz
the
are not in the
Broward
same
County
category. Fritz
educational
is not
system is
taking
perfectly
time.
Shirley,
fine.
It
God
is.
Shirley,
damn it.
that nigga started inserting words that sounded good, dog.
Hey, we
It's
moving
not that.
on.
I think he's not taking his time to speak. Like you're
Yeah,
speaking so
I
fast.
think
You
okay,
are
I think
all
he's
right,
eloquent of speech,
defend him.
I
Fritz.
think he's a
Defend him,
little bit under the
Cassandra,
influence.
because that's
That's what
your
I think it
fine
is.
L
That's what's
brother,
causing the
dog.
issue. That's what I think is
No,
causing the issue. But
I
anyway,
know he's
keeping
very
it
eloquent
moving.
in
Oh, it's
speech.
Cassandra.
He's very
What are
what?
some generational curses
He
that you
is
trying to break?
eloquent of speech. Oh, Pierre, don't play me, Pierre. Please
What are
don't play
some
me.
generational
Cassandra
curses
does
you
not
trying
do
to
that.
break? Oh, it's Cassandra.
Don't do that. Don't do that on here, Pierre. Anyway, so the generational curses that I want to work on, to be quite honest, is to learn how to handle money and not allow money to handle me. Growing up, very poor, but you don't realize you're poor until you grow up and you actually understand what the standards of poor is.
What
And you're
poor
like,
is?
nah, what,
Oh yeah, we
bro? I
poor.
was poor. I was poor. Like
How poor?
trying
Food stamps started.
real. Well, no, my mom didn't have enough pride to get food. She had too much pride to get food stamps, so she wouldn't get it. So we really would go without. Like, so I want to learn how to. Well, not learn. I am learning how to handle money and learn how to budget and make sure that different things in my household is taken care of before things of fun or stuff like that, and learn to put up for a rainy day and put up for my children, for them to not have to understand what it's like. Like, I know kids are going to have to experience things, unfortunately. Kids are going to have to go through things that I can't avoid, because that is just life and we have to endure certain things, right? But if to my control, I don't want my kids to ever know what it's like for their lights to be off. Like, I work too hard, my husband works too hard for those things to happen. I never want my kids to know what it's like to not have a meal, whether it be noodles or whether it be a 5-course meal. I never want them to experience that, because it's, to me, those things are just, I can't even put a word to it. It doesn't make sense as a parent for me not to be capable of providing that for my kids, because they didn't ask to be here. So that's one thing. I don't want money to have a control over me, the way that it did with my parents. Even though my father was only in the picture for like for the first 10 years of my life, my parents made money. They were tailors. They were very well known in Broward County. My dad sold drugs. And stuff as simple as I couldn't figure out why everybody's trash was getting picked up and ours wasn't getting picked up. Not realizing my dad wasn't paying the trash bill, but my mom had Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all those different. I just couldn't understand it. So
Quick question. Do you feel as if you're saying that your parents making so much money, you feel like the money actually influenced your parents or being better parents to you?
Do I feel like it influenced them to be better parents?
Right. Be better parents, worse parents. It doesn't matter. From what I heard was the money was one of your biggest issues.
No, it is one. Growing up, it was an issue. It was definitely more of an issue when my parents split up. When they were together, they had funds. They just were not good with their money. They weren't good with it.
Right, but did that make them had the money or not? Did that make them a better parent to you? That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with their parent. Well, no, let me correct myself. It did have a lot to do with their parenting. I don't think the lack of money made them be bad parents. It just made them irresponsible, because your children do not ask to be here. So it is your responsibility to make sure that they are well provided for in the areas of shelter, food, all those different things. And honestly, my parents lacked in those areas. So hopefully that answers Fritz's question. But moving back, it does. Okay. And then another generational curse is dealing with everything in anger. I grew up in a very angry house. Everything was sit your A down, you this, you that. I was called a B word a few times. I've never referred to my daughters as B words or my sons as little nigga. I'm just not using those terminologies in my home. So I want to be able to handle them with care. I mean, I am a disciplinary. Anybody who knows me knows that. I still discipline my children, but I'm a firm person and I have to be able to explain to you why you're in trouble right now if you get in trouble. And I want to be able to explain to you how we can turn this behavior around. So I try my best to not will raise my children in a toxic environment to the point of I'm so afraid to do something around this lady because I feel like she's gonna kill me every time I do something. So I'm trying to make sure that our home is an open home where the children feel like they can come and talk to my husband and I about issues at school or talk to us about issues in life or even how we handle them. Like sometimes if I discipline Shalom, and Shalom is my oldest, she'll be 10 in about a little over 30 days. So I've been a parent for almost 10 years now.
Ooh.
Can't believe I've done it, but
You did it, girl.
I did it. So with Shalom, sometimes if she feels like I need to apologize to her, she will either write a letter and put it down for me to find it, or talk to my husband and tell him, oh, I think mommy needs to say sorry to me because the way she handled me was inappropriate. And I'm like, I mean, you know, there's that piece of you growing up Caribbean, like, who the heck you think y'all apologize to a child?
Well,
But more importantly,
if you don't sit your
exactly.
ass down somewhere.
But more importantly, I'm so proud because I am grateful that she feels like I can tell her when she erred and she's not going to kill me. She loves me enough to get in order. So even on those bad days where I'm like, dang, I screwed up in my parenting, the day I find a note, I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm improving because I could never write a note like that for Donette. Donette would have murdered me. I could have never written a note like that for my mom. I could have never told my mom, you handled me incorrectly. I don't think I would have been able to go to school with the black eye I was going to receive.